What's going on, guys? It's Temptation. Welcome back to another episode of RPM Feed the Beast. I'm the only one on the server right now, but we've been pretty consistent at 5 players all the time, most of the time. So this episode, as you know, I've been gone for quite a while, and I'm surprised I'm even doing this right now, but I went out of town, and so I wasn't able to get episodes recorded, and then I got sick while I was out of town, and I'm still kind of recovering from that. So it's going to be very minimal today, but I do actually want to go ahead and go back in time for a bit and show you some of the things that I did make on camera. And then we'll come back and I'll show you the things I made off camera, because it's really tough not to play when you can't record. So let's take a look back. I want to make this Aqueous accumulator. Basically, this is like a pump, except it doesn't need, it just sits in the water. It doesn't need to refill anything at all. So what we need is a pneumatic servo, pretty easy, glass, redstone, and iron. Just get one of those. We need a machine frame, which is iron, gold, and glass. Oh, that was close. Thought I deleted it. And then we just put these in here with a bucket, 2 glass, 2 tin. That gives us our Aqueous accumulator. So now what we need to do is go down here. And this might be a little complicated, but I'm just gonna do it down here. I'm just gonna dig us out a little area that we're having. Is we gotta have a way to pump this in. Okay. From what I understand, you cannot. Oops. Like I was saying, as far as I know, I don't think you can pump it into the machine casing. Now see how it just fills up? So it's got to go into the grinder itself. Up here, before I continue, show you what this quarry is going up here during the daytime anyways. It's just hooked directly into the solar panels. I just told it to go all the way down to bedrock. This is going to be our water mills. And you'll see what I want to do with this later on. But there's 2 blocks in the middle here. This lines up directly with our logs. And then 3 blocks on each side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fill in the sides with stone. And then this wall right here behind the solar panels, that's going to be glass. And so we're going to be able to see into the watermill area, which I think is going to be really cool. Oh my gosh, guys. So I was down here digging this tunnel for my water mills, and I found this spawner. Okay, now check what's in this. Portal gun. So I'm pretty happy right now. There's also a little bit of other stuff. Oh, get out of here. So I borrowed Aaron and Dylan's Vajra to dig it out because it was taking ages. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. I'm just going to take the valuables out of here. I finished digging down, and you can see there's some water mills down there already. I put glass on top because it looks cool. We've got these feeding into 2 MFSUs. These are both pretty much full. This one's draining a little bit, but it's filling up slowly. This is about a stack of water mills right now. It's not even halfway done yet. And it powers very nicely. That's for sure. So let's go down this way. You can see here. All the way down here. Now this way we've got 2 MFEs sitting at block level 40. Because that's how far it takes for this low voltage cable to lose any energy. So that's how far we went up, 40 blocks from here. Of course, this is not 0. This is a little above that, I think 3 or 4. But so anything that's down here is going to feed into the MFEs and then all the way up to the MFSUs when it needs it. There. I've also set up a chunk loader. It's pretty simple. Gold and an ender pearl, I think, and as well as an enchantment table. Pretty easy, and you can set up the distance and all for that. We've got 4 iridium ingots. I got 1 extra nugget from centrifuging a platinum dust, so we were able to make 1 more ingot, sorry. Advanced alloy and a diamond dust will give you that iridium ingot, or iridium something or other. Iridium alloy ingot, there we go. And so these engines just pump out the energy. You don't really even need to have them on very long, but I am eventually going to move this switch up. I just didn't want to do it because I'm lazy. So there's an iridium alloy ingot. Now we got to keep that safe because what we're going to be making today, and as you can see these machine casings over here, we're going to be making an implosion compressor. Okay, so to do this, it's quite simply a compressor. Put that in here with 2 advanced machine blocks, advanced alloy, and 2 electronic circuits. That gives you an implosion compressor. Now this also runs on 32 EUs per tick, so we have to be careful here. And it's actually going to have to... Actually, this one runs off of medium voltage. So we're going to need a low voltage transformer for this to work correctly. Oh, actually, you know, I already put it in there. Look at me. Look at me go. So now we shall place this right on top here. Oh, come on. Put the TNT in there and off it goes. It's pretty fast. Doesn't take much energy because it uses that TNT. I'm going to leave the dark ashes because we don't really have a use for it. But now, the moment of truth is where we are at. And that was kind of a spoiler. So we are going to make a matter fabricator. It's time. So this takes 2 teleporters, 2 highly advanced machine blocks, 1 labotronic energy orb, and 4 energy flow circuits. All of these are pretty difficult to make. And what I need this iridium plate for is this labotronic energy orb, which we've got right here. Oop, don't lose that. Need that. Dang. Okay, so there's I'm just going to go down the line here. Here we've got 1 highly advanced machine block, and I just messed that up. Okay, we've got these energy flow circuits, which is platinum ingots and lapotron crystals and advanced circuits, just like this. There is an alternate recipe with tungsten and a lot of more circuits, but I figured, and you have to use iridium, I figured it's really about the same price for 4 of these versus 1. So just do the 1. Make 4 just like so. These go in the corners. Oh, so exciting. 1 lapotronic energy orb. Here we go. And the last thing, which are teleporters. Advanced circuits, glass fiber, advanced machine block, and a diamond. Pretty simple. These frequency transmitters, copper cable, and an electronic circuit. Pretty simple. So we get 2 of those. Just like that. Plop these bad boys in here, and there it is, matter fabricator. We're going to go ahead and click on that. Boom. All right, guys, we are at 99%. I wanted this to be on camera, so I think we're just gonna wait for it right here. Who's that? Oh, boom. 1 UU matter. We did it. But now you know what we need to make an advanced solar panel. Guess what that takes? That takes 2 UU matter. So we're gonna wait for this to go, and yeah. What's up, guys? Temptation. Welcome back to RPM Feed the Beast. Last I left off, I was waiting on another UU matter, and we've got that UU matter right here. We got 2 of them. This finished a while, and I guess I underestimated the power this thing uses because it's using pretty much all of my MFSUs to make one. But I also went ahead and put all of the ores in the grinder here. This for cesium gives you thorium, and then uranium gives you also plutonium. Then you also get ruby dust, tiny piles of ruby dust, which then you can make into ruby dust and just plop that right into the centrifuge. So that makes it quite easy and a lot better. Now you notice there's a few things new on my hotbar. One being this soul shard. 2 being the corrupted essence. The soul shard you get in one of these things. A soul forge, okay? Now, a soul forge is just obsidian, a corrupted essence, and stone on top. The corrupted essence you get from simply putting soul sand in a furnace and combining that vile dust with glowstone. I've already laid out a bunch of stuff. We've got 2 advanced alloys already. We need irradiant glass, which you use by making first this irradiant uranium. So we'll make a couple of those. And you put that in here with the reinforced glass and glowstone. That'll give you irradiant glass panes. We'll just get all of those. Okay, so we'll plop those down in here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, the next thing we need is this iridium iron plate, which is iridium ingot, and 8 refined iron around that. That'll give you that. Now here's where it gets fun. We're going to have to make the what is it? Cenarium part. That's just made by that cenarium part. And then we'll just put that in there. Oh yeah, reinforced iridium iron plate. Did I get that wrong again? Yeah, I did it backwards. There we go. Reinforced iridium iron plate. That goes in this box with the cenarium part. That gives us an irradiant reinforced plate. Click that. That can go over here. And then all we need in the middle is a solar panel. Be enough. So there's a gold gear. Yeah, we don't really have enough. Diamond gear, a diamond. So really the only thing we're missing is a diamond. I'm hoping it'll take diamond dust. So I'm hoping for that. Will you take it? Maybe. Maybe not. If not, we can just go over and put it in the blast furnace or the implosion compressor. Okay, so now that you've seen kind of a lot of what I've done, there's even a lot more than that that's happened. So I've made, you saw me make the first solar panel, I think. I've now made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those solar panels. The one of them was a present from Jake at the beginning, so I don't count that one. But so we're getting quite a bit of power. All of the water mills are now finished. This goes all the way down to bedrock now. That is about 80 levels, just under 80 levels of water mills to each level, so you can do the math. Took a lot of iron, a lot of materials for that. Now in here, pretty much this side's the same. Got a lot of full chests, that's for sure. Okay, and then over here, same stuff. Everything pretty much around here is the same. I've adjusted some of the sorting system stuff and whatnot. But what I have done is I've upgraded these barrels to, what are they? extra dimensional barrels. These will hold 1,024 stacks of 64. So this is really good for cobble, dirt, sand, pretty much anything you're going to be getting a lot of. This is going to be great for. Also redstone I've put in here as well. Obsidian from the quarries, all that. So how you make these, it's pretty simple. I've got it laid out here. It's dark iron ingots, ender pearl, barrel, blaze rod, leather. These dark iron ingots you make with a, let me see if I've got it. I do not. Here it is. Okay, so you make iron blocks and you light it with this wrath igniter. Just pretty simple. Diamond shard, which you make in this craft packet stamper. Put the thing in there and then it'll give you the shards. You light it, it'll turn all the blocks into dark iron, and then you're good. So that's about all that's new in this area, and I can probably take this out. Oop. My friend Dylan came over and put some covers on the top of these so we didn't have items trying to go in the bottom, which was helpful. Thanks for that. And somebody put a painting there, which I kind of like, so I'm leaving it. Everything in here, everything else in here is the same except for I've got these new little handy dandy thingies. Also added these chests here for the grinder. So all the tiny piles go in here, and we're going to do something with that later on. But then these two ender chests, which go back to sorting and the furnace from the grinder. Same thing over here with this the induction furnace. I'll show you what this thing does in a minute. So in here, a lot of new stuff. You've seen the pulverizer, you've seen the induction smelter. Now these two things are new. It's the magma crucible and the liquid transposer. Now this magma crucible, what it does is you can put any item in here, such as redstone, ender pearls, whatever. It'll turn it into a liquid, then it will be automatically put into this liquid transposer, and whatever's in here will get pumped into the items you put right here. So this is pretty cool, and you can make a lot of cool stuff with it. Next on the list, the carpenter. You can use to make different types of circuits. And then the thermionic fabricator, which you use to make glass tubes, or electron tubes I should call them. Okay, so I think that's all that's new in here. Oh, and I found this uncrafting table. It's not very well. It's pretty pointless if you ask me. Okay, so now moving on. We've got our UU matter thingy, matter fabricator. And then we've got a gate here going into this advanced safe. Been producing UU matter for 2 weeks straight probably, so that's what come out of that. Then I've got some scenarium and whatnot in there too. This safe is unbreakable by any weapon, or it's not even openable by admins, which I kind of wish it was, but maybe they'll change that. Over here, I've kind of filled in our laser project table thingy, assembly table area. Got these cage lamps up top and back here. And these, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lasers on this thing, full powered lasers. So you can just select anything and it'll make it pretty quickly. Now these gates, these are pretty simple. You just put the required ingredients in here and it'll make the gates, or the Antarctic gates, or whatever other gate you need. These are powered by redstone energy conduit, which you see right here, which you get from liquid redstone, and putting these energy conduit. And if we click that, it's just electrum and hardened glass, which is pretty simple. We know how to make both of those things. The way you can manipulate these pipes is with a crescent hammer. You can just right click them or shift right click to remove, so it's pretty simple. Now if we go down this way, I'll show you what I've done here. This just has a gold pipe going into this chest with everything that we've made so far. And then over here, here's where it gets kind of cool. So this is red alloy wire, and it goes up here to the lever. And this has an unlimited distance as far as I know. You don't have to use repeaters or anything, although you can. It's interconnectable with regular redstone. So this goes all the way over here. And then we've got an inverter here for the redstone. So we got a repeater going to this block. This torch is on. Goes up here, powers this. Now I'll get to this in a minute. But you can see this redstone goes all the way down here and runs all of the engines. You can see it back there. Okay, so these are just regular electrical regular electrical engines, like I was saying, and they are also hooked up to this redstone energy conduit. Whew, this is a mouthful. Okay, so the next thing we've got here is the redstone energy cell. Okay, this basically works as a MFE or an MFSU for MJ energy. You can select the output. You can select if you want it to be powered by redstone or not. And this will output and input energy from engines and to anything that runs on MJ. That's why this whole side of the house is hooked up to this redstone energy conduit. It's smart pipe, so it's only going to pump the energy where it needs to go. Whereas with a lot of different pipes, it just pumps it no matter what. So this is pretty cool. How you make this is kind of confusing, but it didn't take me very long. Redstone energy cell you get just like this. It's pretty simple. Electrum and redstone. Energy cell frame, what you need is liquid redstone again, pumped into this, which is electrum, diamond, and hardened glass. So pretty simple, but also pretty helpful as well. So where this redstone comes in is, since I have it want it to be controlled by redstone, if I apply a redstone signal to it, it will stop outputting. So what this helps with is when I'm not running the engines to produce more energy to go into the cell, I don't want it draining it. So I put the power on and it just stops it. That's what the inverter's for. So when it turns on, this will turn off and then it'll output the energy. This next thing right here is an energy tesseract. So I set it to a certain frequency, name it, and what this will do is it'll suck in power from this redstone energy conduit or from engines or the redstone energy cell. And so this will suck in energy, and this works like an ender chest for energy. And that's actually how you make it. If I look up tesseract, you get these unattuned tesseract. It's molten ender. You just put those ender pearls in the magma crucible, and you put it into this tesseract frame. Pretty much the same thing as this redstone energy cell. But so now, let me head back up. It's kind of confusing down here. I need a better exit. But if I head back up and I turn this on, boop. So that turned off, and now engines are on. It's going to be gaining energy. Actually might be losing energy too, because now that it's on, this is getting power too. All these lasers are full charge. So I'm gonna stop. No, it stopped automatically. So that's good. Pumps it into there. I mean, it's all a very, very automatic type of deal, which I like. It's very useful. So, I think that's about all that's new. I do want to go over to the quarry through this portal and show you how this outputs. So I don't really have anything with me to show you except for this quarry. Basically, this is another energy tesseract. You need 2 of these things to have it work properly. I plopped this energy tesseract down here, connect it to the quarry, which it really only has to be next to it, but I did this just in case. Did the same setup, but now this is outputting 100 MJ per tick to this quarry. So this quarry finished, I mean, it finished overnight. It was like a machine gun. There was really, I mean, it was crazy how fast it was going. But so that's a really cool thing. You can just transport energy like that, and I like it a lot. So that's that. And I think that's really about all the new things I have. And I'm sorry, I'm a little laggy here. Let's go back over here real quick. Like I said, I don't think there's anything new. So we could just head back up. I'll sign off for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, getting a little caught up on things. And then maybe soon we'll start working on some newer technology. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.